Hey guys, welcome to Tiny Blue Girl Yoga. We're gonna do a nice slow flow class for today to get the body moving and the energy flowing. So we're gonna start off in your easy seated pose, just crossing the legs in front of each other with the hands on top of the knees, finding that upright spine and closing the eyes. Let's take this time to let the body settle in. Let the mind quiet down. And if there's something that you have to adjust, if your mind is wandering off, let them happen. Just keep coming back to this space that we are creating for you today. Let's begin to connect with our breaths by placing one hand in front of our chest and the other hand in front of our belly. And we feel the movement of our chest and our belly with each breath that we take. When we inhale, we let them expand. And when we exhale, we let them fall in. Creating that rhythm with our breaths that helps us find a little bit more focus in our space for today. Take a big breath in here. And exhale. Lower the hands back down to the knees. Blinking the eyes open, let's take some neck stretches. We bring the chin down towards the chest. And then roll the head over to the right ear towards the right shoulder. Chin to the chest. And then we roll the head over to the left ear to the left shoulder. Let's do this for 2 more pairs. Chin to the chest, right ear to the right shoulder, chin to chest, and left ear to the left shoulder. On this last pair, we're going to hold. So chin to chest first, right ear comes towards the right shoulder, and we let the left arm dangle down to our side, letting the left shoulder feel heavy. Right hand lands on the side of the head, and we let it weigh the head down just a little bit more to feel that stretch on the side of the neck. Inhale. Exhale, release the arms. And let's do it on the other side. So chin to the chest, left ear to the left shoulder. Right arm dangles down by our side, and that left hand guides the head to tip a little bit more to the side. Breathing into that space on the side of the neck. Inhale. And exhale. Now let's rise up with the arms. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, we transition to tabletop. Hands and knees come down to the mat. Let's warm up the back body with a couple of rounds of cat and cow. So on an in-breath, we drop the belly down, tilting the chin, tailbone to the sky. Exhale, we push away from the floor and we round the back. We go again. Inhale, arch the spine, gazing up to the sky. Exhale, push away from the floor, hollow out the belly. Inhale, arch the back and really feel that expansion on the chest. Exhale, round the spine, pushing actively away from the mat. One more. Inhale, arch the back. And exhale, round the spine. Now we neutralize the back body, neither arching nor rounding the spine. And we're going to begin to challenge our core with our alternating bird dogs. Right leg extends back, lifting the foot. Left arm reaches forwards, and we take a big breath in here. Exhale, lower the hand and the knee back down to the mat. Other side, left leg extends back, lift the foot. Right arm reaches forwards, inhale. Exhale slowly, lower the hand and the knee back down to the ground. Let's do two more pairs. So inhale, right leg, left arm lift. Exhale slowly, lower down to the mat. Inhale, left leg, right arm, lift. Exhale, slowly, lower down to the floor. One last pair. Inhale, right leg, left arm. Exhale, down to the ground. Inhale, left leg, right arm. Exhale, down to the floor. From this position, we set up for child's. We open the knees as wide as the mat, sitting on our heels. Crawling the hands forwards, we melt the chest, forehead down. And we use this time to reconnect with our breaths. Again, nice slow pace class for today, so we utilize the strength and the power of our breath to sustain us throughout this whole sequence. Let's take one more here. Inhale. And exhale. Roll up to tabletop position. Line up the hands once again under the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. Cat and cow once again. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the spine. One more like this. Inhale, arch the back. And then exhale, round the spine. Now this time, we're gonna lean our hips back and we crawl the hands a few inches forwards for our modified cat and cow. On an in-breath, we slide the chest forwards and then up, arching the spine. Exhale, we push and round the back, leaning the hips towards the feet. Again, inhale, sliding the chest forwards and up. And then exhale, leaning the hips back to the feet. One more. Inhale, slide the chest forwards and then up. And then exhale, lean the bum back. But this time, let's transition to downward facing dog, curling the toes and lifting the hips up into an inverted V position. Pedal out the knees, bending one knee at a time, allowing the body to get more comfortable in this inverted V position. Inhale. Exhale, walk the hands back. And we come into a forward fold, grabbing a hold of the elbows and allowing the torso to kind of sway side to side, moving the body left and right. Inhale here. Exhale, dangle the arms down. And we slowly rise up bone by bone. On an in-breath, we circle the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, the arms sweep behind us and we interlace the fingers. We move our arms as far away from our back, feeling that space on the chest and the shoulders. Now from here, we slightly bend the knees like we're sitting down in a chair. And we begin to let the chest drape over the thighs and melt the heart towards the legs. Now begin to let your chest face more to the right and the arms go more to the left. And little by little, just try to extend that right leg, feeling that space on the back of the thigh. Inhale. Exhale, let's switch sides. So let the chest face more to the left as the arms go to the right. Little by little, extend that left knee. Inhale. Exhale, melt back down into a forward fold. Allow the body to dive down towards the legs. Now dangle the arms down to the floor and we walk the hands forwards, coming into our plank, lining up the shoulders over the wrists, the heels over the toes. Feeling that strong push with our arms. Inhale. Exhale slowly, lower all the way down to the ground. Pointing the toes back, transfer the hands outside of the mat and come up onto the finger pads. Modified cobra. Inhale, lift the chest only to a degree that feels good for the spine. And then exhale, lower back down to the floor. We go again. Inhale, lift the chest, few inches off the mat, no pain on the back. Exhale, slowly lower down to the floor. One last. Inhale, lifting the heart away from the ground. Exhale, releasing back down to the floor. Hands come by the sides of the chest. And inhale, we press up to tabletop. Exhale to downward facing dog, curling the toes and lifting the hips up to the sky. On an in-breath, right leg comes up. Exhale, land the right foot forwards and gently lower the left knee down to the ground. Now we're going to rise up into a low lunge, but with the hands on top of the thighs, taking a moment to make adjustments that will help us root down just a little bit more in our stance. Now from here, the left arm reaches up to the sky and the right arm dangles by our sides. Inhale. Exhale, let the hips sink forwards and down. And simultaneously switch the arms. So right arm comes up, left arm comes down. We go again. Inhale, pull the pelvic floor up, and we come up to our original position. Exhale, hips come down, and then we switch the arms once again. Twice more. Inhale, lift up, left arm up, right arm down. Exhale, hips forwards, right arm up, left arm down. One last. Inhale at the top. Exhale, let the hips sink forwards and down. Allow the left arm to feel heavy. And if it's available, let that left arm touch down to the floor as you reach that right arm up and over for a side bend. Inhale. Exhale, lower both hands down to the ground. And we curl the back toes, lifting the back knee up. Pivot that left heel down, and we begin to rise up into Warrior One, reaching the arms up to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the prayer hands to the heart. And then let the chest face to the side, opening to a wider stance, widening the distance between the feet. Once we have it, we open the arms out in line with the shoulders for Warrior Two. Taking a moment to feel that strong warrior as we energize with the arms. Inhale. Exhale, the arms come down to the floor. And we step back into downward facing dog, that inverted V position. Ripple forward to plank on an in-breath. Exhale halfway down or come all the way down. Inhale into a cobra or up dog. Exhale, lifting the hips up into downward facing dog. Now let's do the other side. So left leg comes up this time. Inhale. Exhale, land the foot forwards and gently lower the right knee down to the mat. We rise up with the hands on top of the knee first, taking a moment to stabilize the stance. And then when we're ready, we're going to reach the right arm up and the left arm down by our sides. We take a big breath in here. And then as we exhale, the hips sink forwards and down. As we switch the arms, left arm comes up, right arm comes down. Twice more. Inhale, pull up. Right arm up, left arm down. Exhale, hips sink forwards, left arm up, right arm down. We go again. Inhale, lift to the original pose. And then exhale, sink down, left arm up, right arm down. And we can just let the right arm dangle by our sides, or if it's available, tip a little bit more to the side and let the finger pads reach down as we reach that left arm up and over for a side stretch. Inhale. Exhale, hands come all the way down to the front end of the mat. Curl the back toes and lift the knee for Warrior One. Pivot the heel flat and reach the arms up to the sky. Take a big breath in here. And then exhale, gather the prayer hands to the heart. Let the chest face more to the side and maybe widen the distance between the feet. Opening out the arms in line with the shoulders, feeling that strong reach with the arms. Inhale here. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the floor and step back to downward facing dog. Nice and slow. Inhale, ripple forward to plank. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, glide the heart into up dog or cobra. Exhale, lift the hips up into downward facing dog. Now we gently lower the knees down to the ground. And we come up into our Japanese seat or our seiza, sitting on our heels and rolling the torso upright. From here, we reach the arms up to the sky on an in-breath. Exhale, we twist over to the right, so placing the left hand onto the thigh, and the right arm wraps around the back as we look over that right shoulder. With each breath that we take, we progressively go deeper into that rotation with the spine. Twisting the torso just a little bit more to the side. On an in-breath, we turn to face forwards, reaching the arms up to the sky. And then exhale, let's twist to the left side this time. So right hand to the thigh, left arm wraps around the low back. Progressively going deeper and deeper into that rotation with each breath that we take. On an in-breath, we turn to face forwards, reaching the arms up. And then exhale, hands come down to the ground. And we take downward facing dog. Once again, curling the toes, lifting the hips up to the sky. On an in-breath, right leg comes up, three-legged dog. Exhale, land the foot forwards and gently lower the left knee down to the mat. And just like what we did a while ago, we're gonna roll the torso upright. Left arm comes up, right arm remains down. On an in-breath, let the hips sink forwards and down as we switch the arms. Exhale, pull up. Twice more, inhale, sink the hips forwards and down. Exhale, lift. One last, inhale. And exhale, lift. Now we lengthen with that left arm up, inhale. Exhale, we take a twist. So we're gonna bring the left elbow outside of our thigh. And we press our prayer hands against each other. Curling the toes, lifting the back knee up, we challenge our stability. Stay strong for one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, slowly. Lower the hands down to the ground. Now walk the hands a few inches forwards and we're coming up to a standing split. We lift the left leg up as high as we want, as high as we need. Stretching out the hips, the hamstrings. Challenging that stability for one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, feet come together side by side. Chair pose. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms up. Exhale, we take that prayer twist to the right again. So hooking that left elbow as far out of our thigh as we can. Hips are low. Knees are pointing forwards and chest puffing up. Now we look down to the floor and we lift that left heel up. Inhale. Exhale, maintaining the twist. We step that left foot to the back. One more breath here. Push a little bit more with the palms. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Whew. And we step back to downward facing dog. Take a moment in down dog to recover. On an in-breath, we roll forwards into plank. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, up dog, cobra. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. And we're just gonna finish off the other side. So on an in-breath, left leg comes up. Exhale, land the foot forwards and gently lower the right knee down. We rise up, right arm reaching up, left arm dangling down. And then on an in-breath, we let the hips sink forwards and down as we switch the arms. Exhale, lift. Again, inhale, sink down. Exhale, lift. One last. Inhale, down. And exhale, lift. Lengthen with that right arm up on an in-breath. And then exhale, we take that prayer twist, hooking that right elbow outside the thigh, pressing the palms against each other. Challenging stability, we curl the back toes and lift the back knee away from the floor. Rotating ourselves to the strength of the core muscles. Inhale. Exhale slowly, lower the hands down to the ground. And we're going to walk a few inches forwards for standing split, lifting the right leg up as high as we can, as high as we want. Maybe even challenging our balance by walking the hands a few inches back. Inhale here. Exhale, feet land side by side. And we take that chair pose. So bend the knees and reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, prayer twist to the left, hooking the right elbow against the thigh. Hips are low and knees are pointing forwards, chest puffing high. Right heel comes off the floor. Take a moment to balance. Inhale. And then exhale with control, that right foot steps back. One more breath here. Hang in there. Inhale. And then exhale, hands come down to the ground. Woo. Downward facing dog, step the feet back. Big breaths. Inhale, ripple forwards to plank. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, lift the hips. We lower the knees down to the ground. And we make our way to a seated position facing the long end of our mat. We're going to open the legs as wide as the hips will allow. And take time to root down with the sit bones. Let's take a side bend so right arm remains down as the left arm reaches up and over. Prioritizing the space on the sides, making sure that we're not collapsing with our chest. Breathing into that length from the hips all the way to the fingers. Inhale. And exhale, let's switch sides. So left hand comes down this time to the leg, right arm reaches up and over. And again, it doesn't matter how low you can go. Prioritize how much more space. So think of leaning that right rib cage back, spiraling the chest more open into the pose. Inhale. Exhale, we rise back up and place the hands down in front of us, preparing for a forward fold. So we walk forwards and come down to a degree that feels good for the hips, somewhere that you can breathe and relax in. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly rolling the torso all the way upright. We finish off with one more seated fold, butterfly, bringing the bottoms of the feet together, knees out wide. Taking time to create length, inhale. And then exhale, letting the torso drape over the thighs again, only coming down to a degree wherein we can breathe, where we can relax. Let the heart rate slow down as well.
by really finding those long, deep breaths in and long, deep breaths out. And then slowly roll the torso upright. And let's cross the legs for our easy seated pose. Placing one hand in front of the chest and the other hand in front of the belly. And this time, as we connect with our breaths, we take notice as well of the difference, the changes that we are going through from the moment that we started and now that we're coming to a close. Whatever transpired in our practice, we recognize this opportunity to move and to let the energy flow throughout our system. And then from here, we gather our prayer hands in front of our chest as we bow down in that state of gratitude. Enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.